Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is an exciting video. I have been waiting to film this for ages and finally I'm getting around to it. So I am going to be testing out the Real Techniques Travel Fantasy brush set. So I actually saw this on TikTok and I know it's a struggle packing makeup and brushes for traveling. So I came across these. They are all mini makeup brushes and you can do a full face of makeup with this set. Now, this set, I'll get everything out. I have added 2 additional brushes to this set, which I will be clear about. I will mention that to you. And I do think that those 2 brushes added are necessary as well. So I will talk to you about them all. Let me just get all the brushes out first. By the way, they all literally fit in this pouch. Even the 2 additional brushes are in here as well. So it's really cool. And I think this is around about $15.99 to $19.99. The price varies from where you buy it, whether you buy it on Amazon, Superdrug, Boots, whatever. I'll link it down below on Amazon for you. So not including the 2 additional brushes that I've added, this set includes 4 face brushes and 6 eye brushes. So 10 brushes in total. So I will go through all of those for you now. So it includes a spoolie. It's a mini spoolie brush. A mini definer brush, which you can use for like eyebrows or eyeliner. A mini smudge brush, which you can also use for smudging your eyeliner or your eyeshadow. A mini shading brush for eyeshadow. A mini base shadow brush. I would probably use that for the outer corners myself. And then this is like your crease brush, but it's called a mini medium shadow brush, but I would use that through the crease. Then for face brushes, you have a mini expert concealer brush. I won't be using that for concealer. Then you have a mini contour brush. I will be using this for concealer myself. I use the Real Techniques contour brush anyway for concealer, the normal one. So, but this is a contour brush. You can use it for contour. I'm going to be using it for concealer. Then this I will be using for contour. So this is the mini medium sculpting brush. I'll be using this for like bronzers and contours and things like that. Then finally in the set is a mini multitask brush, which I will be using for blush. Now, you may have noticed there's no foundation brush, so that's why I went out and bought an additional mini foundation brush. You can buy these little minis on their own in Boots or Amazon. I will link them down below for you. This is the mini expert face brush. I will be using this for foundation. This was around about $5.99, £6, roughly around about that price. You can buy this extra and it also fits in your set, so now you have a foundation brush. And I purchased another multitask brush. So I had one included in the set, which I'm going to use for blush, but I wanted one for powder. So I bought an additional one, same price, around about $5.99 for powder, and that also fits in the set. So even though the set only contained 10 brushes, I bought 2 extra, so that's 12, and all 12 fit in this pouch. And I reckon you could probably fit 2 more. If you needed to purchase 2 more, you could fit them in. It is very stretchy and flexible. You can fit quite a lot in there. And literally, when you put them all in, it feels like nothing. It's so lightweight, perfect for traveling. So basically, you can do a full face using just this set and purchasing 2 additional ones. So I will make sure that I link it all down below for you guys, don't worry. But I thought this set was a dream when I came across it, and it was like 16 to £20, which is insanely affordable. So yeah, I thought let's give it a try. Now I have the majority of these brushes in full size and I love them, but I wanted to do this test today to prove that you can do a full face of makeup with this set and the 2 additional items for traveling. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started. I will go through what I'm doing. I am not using any additional brushes today other than the ones that I've mentioned from the set and the 2 additional ones. No other ones at all. So yeah, let's just get started. So I'm gonna be doing like an everyday kind of look today. Nothing too crazy, because when I am traveling, like I don't have a huge amount of time to do my makeup. So this is gonna be quick, easy, but still nice makeup. So I'm going to be starting by refreshing my face with this Mario Badescu skincare. I don't think I would recommend taking this traveling because it is huge, but I really like it. So I'm going to use it today to just refresh my face. Then I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. primer. Now, if you watch my videos, you normally see that I do my primers with a stippling brush because I don't like to touch my face and things like that when I'm doing my makeup. However, they don't do a mini stippling brush, annoyingly, so I've got to use my hands today and I'm not sure how I feel about it, but yeah, let's go. So this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. Okay, now that's the base all sorted, I'm now going in with foundation. I'm going in with the Bourjois Healthy Mix 16 Hour Wear Foundation today in the shade Rose Ivory. And obviously I'm going to be using the Mini Expert Face Brush, which was not part of the set, an additional purchase, but necessary. I've never actually done my face of makeup with a mini set, like with mini brushes, so I'm not sure how it's going to feel. I feel like it's going to be a weird sensation. Another thing to mention, just something that I quickly just thought of, I normally do my foundation with a beauty blender. I mix it up. Sometimes I do a brush, sometimes I do a beauty blender. Now you can totally get away with not having this product if you have a beauty blender, but I don't think, like I'm very convinced, a beauty blender is not going to fit in here. It will get damaged. So you will need like an additional storage space for your beauty blender. So that's just something to think about. Now I love the normal Expert Face Brush like size, the full size one, and I really like this one too. It was a bit strange using a mini to do my full face. I found it a bit unusual because I've never done it before, but it was super quick, super easy, and did the job just fine. So yeah, brilliant. Now I'm going to be going in with concealer, so I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer in the shade Fawn. I'm going to apply this to my face, and then I will be using the Real Techniques Mini Contour Brush as my concealer brush today. Again, I found that super easy to blend out my concealer, perfectly did the job. Now I'm going to be setting my face using the Colourpop No Filter Loose Setting Powder in the shade Translucent with one of the multitask brushes. And that literally did a perfect job of setting my whole face. Like normally when I do my powder, I have a eye brush to set my eye area and then a face brush, but this literally did the whole of my face, no problem at all. So that's brilliant. Now I'm going to move on to some bronzer. I'm going to be using the Milani Silky Matte Sunlight Bronzing Powder. And I'm going to be using the Mini Medium Sculpting Brush as like a contour type bronzer thing. Now that's done the job, but I like more of a fluffy type bronzing brush to get like a lot of bronze. And this is a very pale bronzer. I could have done with a bit of a darker bronzer today. Maybe I'll go in with a darker bronzer. Hang on. Let's try this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light Bronzer. Let's see if this is definitely darker. So let's see how this one goes. That's definitely better, but I do prefer more of a fluffy bronzing brush. But it's good for contouring. Maybe you could do with another mini multitask brush for bronzer as well. That's just a thought maybe. Next up I am using blush, and I'm using the Colourpop Pressed Powder Blush in the shade Flirt Alert. And I'm going to be using the other mini multitask brush for this one. Lovely, that did the job perfectly. Now I'm going to be using the Mini Expert Concealer brush as a highlighter brush. Not sure how it's going to work, but we'll give it a go. I'm using the Wet n Wild Colour Icon bronzer in the shade Reserve Your Cabana. You know what, that does the job perfectly for highlight as well. So, lovely jubbly. Okay, now moving on to the eyes. Now, I'm not going on too heavy with my eyes today because it's more of an everyday look. And I won't be able to use all of the brushes. Maybe I'll use this one, the spoolie, just to brush my eyebrows. Because otherwise I have no use for this one. Because I don't fill in my eyebrows. So this is the mini spoolie. So there we are, I've used that one. And also, like, you could use this one, this mini definer brush for your eyebrows, but I just don't fill in my eyebrows. So just letting you know that I probably won't be using those brushes today. First of all, I'm going to be using the mini medium shadow brush for my crease. I don't really like Real Techniques eye brushes. I tend to prefer Morphe, and I'm not fussed on this one for a concealer, not a concealer, for a crease shade. So we'll see. But I'm going in with the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Creme Brulee. It's this one in the middle, through the crease. I'm not sure how this is going to go. It'll probably do the job, but it's not just the brush that I typically go for. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a darker shade on the outer corner. Same eyeshadow, Makeup Geek, but this one is called Frappe. And I'm going to use this one, which is the mini base shadow brush, to blend into the outer corners. You know what? I actually really like this brush. I think this would be better as a crease brush, to be honest. This is really nice. Just going to go back in with the mini medium shadow brush just to blend it all together a little bit. Now I'm going to take this mini smudge brush and use both of those shades on my lower lash line. I like this smudge brush, it does the job. Then I'm just going to go in with this shade here all over the lid, and this one is called Shimmer Shimmer. Now I'm going to use my NYX Control Freak Clear Eyebrow Gel. Then I'm using the NYX Glide On Slide On Brown Perfection Eyeliner. Then I'm just going to quickly set my face using the Barry M Flawless Mist and Fix Dewy Satin Spray. Then I'm going to curl my lashes using my Tweezerman eyelash curlers, and I'm going in with the Kiko Maxi Mod Volume and Definition Black Mascara. And then I'm going to finish with some lip gloss. I'm using the e.l.f. Retro Paradise Dream On Lip Gloss in the shade Tropical Fruit Punch. Okay, so there we have it, a full face of makeup using the Real Techniques Travel Fantasy set, plus 2 brushes. So, my thoughts. Love the foundation brush. Obviously, I bought this additionally. It wasn't included in the set, but I love it. Love the contour brush, which I used as a concealer. I thought that was brilliant. Both the multitask brushes, one was included in the set, the other one I purchased additionally. They were brilliant. Perfect for applying powder all over your face, and then perfect for blush. Loved those. I really liked this mini expert concealer brush, which I used for highlighter as well. That was really good. The mini medium sculpting brush is great for contouring, but not so great for bronzer. So I would maybe think about another brush for bronzer. It wasn't very good at distributing the bronzer fluffy, like a fluffy kind of look throughout your face, which I like. So that wasn't the best, but it was okay. The spoolie I can't comment on because it's just a spoolie. I didn't really use it, but I know it's good. This would be perfect for applying eyeliner or smudging out your eyeshadow. I didn't do that today, but I know this will be good for that. This brush, which I used for the crease is called the mini medium shadow brush was okay, but it wasn't brilliant, so it was kind of like okay. I really liked the mini base shadow brush, which I used for the outer corners. That was really soft and fluffy and really easy to blend. I also really liked the mini smudge brush, which I used for the eyeshadow on my lower lash line. And I didn't end up using the mini shading brush, so I didn't end up using that one. So I can't comment on that one. So overall, I give this mini travel set an 8 out of 10. Number of reasons why. It is perfect for traveling. It's really lightweight, it's super small, and it has everything you need. However, I did have to purchase 2 additional brushes to make it a full face. That's kind of why I knocked 1 point off, because I had to purchase these 2 extra ones. That's why I knocked 1 point off. And the other point is because the eye brushes are not the best. I think they could improve on those eye brushes. They could get a few more fluffy crease brushes in there. So that's why I gave it an 8 out of 10. But 8 out of 10 is really good. And for the price is incredible. So definitely recommend getting these if you are traveling and you have low luggage allowance, or a small amount of space or anything like that. So it's definitely worth it. I will link all the products down below. So yeah, that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video and I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up down below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, so you can see all my other videos. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!